Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. First of all, I just want to say I hope you guys are all staying very safe during this very strange time. This pandemic is something just really serious and it's going to go down in history forever. I feel like a lot of people don't fully grasp the extent of what's going on. So just make sure you're staying home. It's for the good of everybody. Make sure you're practicing social distancing. I'm sure you've heard it everywhere else, but it is just really important. But as a result of that, I'll be inside a lot, so you guys can expect a few uploads in the next coming weeks. But anyways, it's been quite a while since I've showed you guys what I've been wearing, so I figured right now was the perfect time to make a little pickups video. My style has developed quite a bit since the last one, and just the way I look at fashion as a whole, I guess you could say, has changed a lot. I'm pretty sure every piece on this rack is different from what was on it in the last video, so that just speaks for itself. But I'm just gonna go through what's on this rack and maybe a few other things that aren't on it, so without any further ado, let's just get right into the pieces. First off is this really cool crew neck from a brand called Hamcus. If you guys aren't familiar with Hamcus, it's definitely one of my favorite lesser known brands, I guess. Pretty much the whole idea of the brand is that it follows a literal sci-fi storyline, and each collection identifies with a different faction of people from that story. But I found out about Hamcus through a YouTuber called Bliss Foster. If you guys aren't familiar with him, definitely go check out his videos. Bliss Foster's definitely at the top of the list for fashion YouTubers for me. He's just so informative and enthusiastic, and I definitely recommend you guys go check out his videos. But anyways, I love this crew neck so much. As you can see, it is super wide and oversized. And something that's constant in this piece, as well as a lot of other pieces from Hamcus, is that there's a lot of really cool seams and like hidden details in each piece. A specific detail on this that I like a lot is that the seams are literally like turned inside out. I just thought that's really interesting. The whole deconstructed look and the patchwork and everything about this is just so perfectly executed in my opinion, and I just can't get enough of it. And then on the back there's these two patches. One has a really cool graphic on it, and then the other has an interesting poem that I guess you guys can interpret however you want. Like I said, the execution is just perfect, and this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. Next piece on the rack is the Rick Owens Dark Shadow Gimp hoodie. I've become really fascinated with Rick Owens and his work in the past few months, so as a result I have picked up a few items. And this is one of them. This is just the classic Gimp hoodie that I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with. If you aren't familiar with it, it's pretty much just a zip-up hoodie that zips all the way up above your head. It definitely has a longer fit, just like a lot of other Rick pieces, and I'm usually somewhere between a large and extra large, and I did go with an extra large for this. It's pretty heavy and warm, so it kept me warm in the winter, and I didn't even wear a jacket most of the time because of this. I just threw this on over pretty much anything, and it kept me pretty warm. This is just a really nice cozy kind of casual hoodie that's really versatile and wearable. I can wear this with pretty much anything else in my wardrobe, so I just really love it and I get a ton of wear out of it. Next up is a piece that wasn't on the rack, and it's this mint cashmere sweater from Bare Knuckles. I went through a period of time in the fall where I was just obsessed with Bare Knuckles. I still think it's a really nice brand and one of the few valid influencer brands, I guess you could say. And I just wanted this sweater for so long. I would search on Grailed like every day for one in my size, and I finally found one. As you can see, it has this super wide and cropped fit that was actually inspired by an undercover sweater. I don't usually wear too many colors, but this is one of the few exceptions. I just think this tone of green is absolutely just perfect. It's definitely also the softest thing I own. I wish I could just show you guys how soft it is through the camera because I just can't get enough of it. It has distressing details around all the hems, which I think is really nice, and I actually had to roll up the sleeves because they were just a bit too long. I mean, they're supposed to be, but I would just prefer kind of like the ruled look, I guess. But the cashmere does seem kind of delicate, and I'm kind of scared to rip it, so I don't wear it too often, just kind of out of fear, I guess. I'd probably style this differently now than when I first got it. I haven't worn it in a very long time, but I would definitely like to. And then I have another piece from Bare Knuckles, which was kind of like an impulse purchase when I just really loved the brand and kind of wanted anything I could get from it. This is just a mesh tactical vest with lots and lots of pockets and some really nice contrast stitch detailing as well. It can look good when it's styled well, but I just don't get a whole lot of wear out of this at all. I would honestly think about getting rid of it, so if any of you guys are interested, definitely hit my DMs on Instagram. One thing that I will say is that it's really good for like concerts or going out places because this whole front panel is literally a pocket. It zips up and you can fit your like whole hand in there. You can put whatever you want and you'll be sure that it won't fall out. As you can see, it has a super boxy and cropped fit that can look good in certain situations, but like I said, I'm pretty much willing to get rid of this, so just let me know if anybody wants it. And then the last of the tops is actually what I'm wearing right now, and it's this overlock dirty wash tee from Marcel Everette. Marcel Everett is another really great kind of lesser known brand that some of you guys might not be familiar with still. I just love the avant-garde kind of industrial yet practical sense of the brand as a whole. But this in particular is a really nice gray neutral shirt that's made out of a vintage Supima cotton. The feel of this is kind of hard to explain. It's definitely different from a regular t-shirt, but it's like a really nice medium weight. The shirt was put through a really nice oil wash to give it this worn in kind of sun bleached look. It literally looks like it sat out in the sun, and I just think the execution as far as that goes is just perfect. It's also technically reversible. I don't really know if I would wear it inside out, but that's definitely an option as well. And then it has overlock stitching on all the hems, which is for some reason one of my like favorite details in any piece. I just think it's so visually pleasing. This only came in two sizes, a 1 and a 2, and I probably should have gotten the 1 because this fits a little bit kind of roomy and loose for me, but I'll definitely still get so much wear out of this throughout the summer. I just think it's a really nice neutral kind of everyday piece that you can get a ton of different wears out of. So now that I'm through the tops, I'm just gonna quickly talk about something you guys probably see in the bottom corner of the screen, and that is that I finally picked up a pair of Ramones that I've wanted for such a long time. There's not really too much to say about these. You guys are probably all familiar with the Ramones and all the memes that have been made about them, but I wanted these even back when I was into like the cringy sneakers and stuff, and I finally picked up a pair on sale from End Clothing. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit underwhelmed when I got these in hand, just because this particular pair is kind of a weird material. It's kind of like a nylon-ish material, and then it actually didn't even show it online, but this is the pair with the logo on the right shoe. It's not too big of a deal to me. I was just so excited to get them in hand, and I couldn't return them at that point. They're still really nice, and they're my favorite shoes, and I'll get a ton of wear out of them still, as I already have. I just checked the time, and I actually don't think I'm gonna make it to any of the pants today, so I'm just gonna save that for a whole separate video. So just stay tuned for the next video. It'll probably be like top 5 pants for spring 2020 or something along those lines. But anyways, I do have a couple tote bags just to finish off the video. The first one is just the free dark shadow tote bag that comes with every order, I'm pretty sure. It's just a brown tote bag and it has dark shadow embroidered on the bottom. I don't wear this too much, but I might start getting some wear out of it as the summer goes on. Yeah, not too much to say about this one. It's just a brown solid tote bag from Rick Owens Dark Shadow. But the next one is a bit more important to me. It came from my good friend Pierce Douglas. Definitely make sure you go follow him on Instagram. It's made out of a used painter's canvas drop cloth, which I think is really cool. It just has this really nice vintage, kind of worn in look. As I've said before, tote bags are like my favorite accessory. You can just wear them with pretty much any outfit, especially this one. But yeah, shout out to Pierce. He gave this to me for a good price, and I wear this all the time. I just love the painter's look of it. So that'll pretty much do it for this spring pickups video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a thumbs up, and if you didn't, leave a thumbs down. I don't really care. Stay tuned for the pants video. That'll be coming soon, and I hope you guys all stay safe. Definitely make sure you stay home, practice social distancing. I love you all. I am out.